Grantsburg. I would ask please to rise, face the flag on the west end of the gym.
I'll go after.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another exciting night up in the Mez here in Grantsburg, Wisconsin, where the Grantsburg Pirates are hosting the Unity Eagles. Same crew back up in the Mez here. It's myself, Jeremy Burton, along with Nick Rombach and Bob Rombach. So we will start with the starting lineups here for Unity. And we got number 1, Andrea Erickson, and you will hear Pete Johnson in the background. He does a good job with that. Number 4, Gabriella Pecor. And then number 5, libero Leilani Halig. Number 7, Addison McElhone. And number 12, Jocelyn Fugate. And number 21, Madison Wilhelm. And number 37, Isabel Olson. So now we will turn it over to the Grantsburg side. Number 4, Zayla Przinski. Number 5, Sydney Gronsky. Number 9, Piper Olson. Number 10, Matt. Jeez, I was going. I went so wrong there. Megan Shaver. I'm sorry. Number 21, Whitney Myers. Number 23, Jordan Java. And libero, number 17, Jordan Hansen. So yes, folks, an exciting night tonight. Last time these two teams met was in Unity, and Grantsburg was victorious, but it took all 5 sets to do it. So Unity's got a good squad. Obviously, Bob and I talked about that the other night when Frederick come in here and played well. You heard the national anthem sung by Aaron Spahn. Just goosebumps. Perfect here for tonight for this type of atmosphere. So heck of a good job there by Aaron. I always love when she sings the anthem. So the Pirates are ready to go. Like I said, this is going to be a tough match. We got good spectating crowd here tonight. Looks like to be neon night for the Grantsburg High School fans, and then it looks to be red, white, and blue for the Unity fans. So could get loud here. Like I said, both these teams are evenly matched. I kind of expecting it maybe to go back into 5 sets, so we'll see. See what happens here. Bob does have the game on for the Brewers and the Diamondbacks. So
just the score.
Just the score. Just the score. Just score.
We don't need to be getting in any trouble here.
No. So yeah, everybody's getting set, and I believe it'll be junior Whitney Myers to start us off here with the serving. And there is the whistle from the man on the ladder, and here we go. Myers over now, number 4. Pecor gives it up to number 37, Isabel Olson. You Unity fans, I'll get the names dialed in here. Isabel Olson wasted no time putting one down here on the Pirates, and now she will come out, and number 6. And, what in the world here, number 6? We don't have a number 6 on here. Woo. My goodness. All right, sorry for you number 6 fans. Megan Schaefer now bumps it up to Myers. Now on the far side to Java. Java now into number 4, Pecor. And now we're sending up to number 12, Fugate. Now here's Olsen to Schaefer. Schaefer blocked there by Wilhelm. Now Myers back to Schaefer. She floats it back to the libero, number 5, Hillig. And then here comes number 12, Pecor hitting it back, or I'm sorry, Fugate hitting back over, and Schaefer back to Pecor. Oh, blocked there by Java against number 4, Pecor. And then here comes 7, Addison McElhone.
McElhone, I think is how you say it.
McElhone, yeah. Tell you, I struggle with some of these names.
In the comments, let us know if we're butchering these. I'm sorry if we are. I think it's Heilig and McElhone.
Yeah, and we don't have a number 6 here on the old...
Yeah, we'll try to go find out who number 6 is here.
So Schaefer on the serve here, able to hit it off number 6. Yeah, I don't... Yeah. So Schaefer will keep it going here on the serve to Wilhelm, now up to Pecor as she sets it up for... Oh, Wilhelm's got to come chase it down. Bumps it over, does. Now Whitmire's in the middle to Java. Java with the big hit, but blocked by the Eagles. Now here comes Piper Olsen in the back to Pecor, up to Wilhelm now. She'll set it up on the near side to number 12, Jocelyn. Oh, and Schaefer, Gronsky kind of on their back feet. Schaefer hunts it down and hits it out of bounds. And it will be in the hands of number 21, Madison Wilhelm here for the Eagles. And Wilhelm hits it over. Good serve that time to Gronsky. Myers on the far side to Brzezinski. Brzezinski now into the libero, Leilani. And then on number 12, Jocelyn. Grantsburg Leba hit it over. Jocelyn tried to do a little backhander there. Grantsburg coming away with the point there that time. So Wilhelm will come out, and number 8, Kira Kamish, will come in for her. And Jordan Hansen back to serve here for the Pirates. Pecor hitting it over. Schaefer able to get it. Now Myers on the near side, middle of the court. The Java, and Java able to hit it into the far side in the back. Good set and hit there between Myers and Java. So Jordan hitting it over. Now Eagles getting set up here. Number 7, Addison hitting it over. Now Schaefer on the far side. Gronsky, she has to try to punch it over. Wasn't set up and very fluent that time here for the Pirates. And number 1, Andrea Erickson, will come in for number 12, Jocelyn Fuelgate. And we will see number 5, Leilani Hellig, back to serve here for the Eagles. Good run and start, jump serve from her. Now off Brzezinski, she hits it back. Schaefer hunts it down. Now Gronsky has to hit it over to the Eagle side. Now here comes Pecor, setting it up on the near side for number 1, Andrea Erickson. She hit it out of bounds, but she had a lot of heat on it. She gets that dialed in. Pirates will have to get set for that. Now Ringel will come in for Myers, and Moore will be back to serve here for the Pirates. Moore sends it over off the hands of number 6. She hits it out of bounds to the west wall. And Moore will keep this going here for the Pirates. Floating one over, back to number 6, up to Pecor. She will set it on the far side to number 7, Addison, and that will sail out of bounds. Now here comes Moore, hitting it back over to Lalani. Now Pecor setting it up, and number 1, Andrea has to hit it over, and the Pirates hitting it out of bounds here, and it will go back to Unity side. As you can see, Pirates up top 7-4. Like I said, the game it's going to go back and forth between these two teams. It's kind of been a good matchup here from both the Grantsburg and Unity the past couple of years. Unity coached here by Louis Coletti, who's done a fabulous job in the Unity volleyball program, going to state not that long ago, a couple conference champions. But like I said, the Pirates, we've seen it this year some way, somehow. I mean, the few of us up here, me and Bob and Nick, we kind of wonder about coming out good and kind of hitting the lull there, but they've been able to pull it together. We saw an exciting matchup here the other night against Frederick.
I think it's Leah Raditz, by the way.
Leah Raditz,
is
number 6.
Yeah, I think it's just a typo here. You can see there was a 9 between 5 and 7, and there's another 9, Elise
yes.
King. So I think it's
Leah
Raditz.
Good catch there, Bob.
And so I get paid the
Yes.
mediocre bucks.
Mediocre. Brzezinski, Dillig now Pecor to number 1, Andrea Erickson, dug out there by Brzezinski. Now more. Hansen has to hit it over. Now Unity has a chance to get something going. Here's Pecor in the middle to number 37, Isabel Olson. Isabel hitting herself a little meatball. Now just a lot of one-hander fisties we're seeing out there, Nick. I don't remember that growing up, but you see that at a young age all the way to varsity level. Everybody wants to run and gun and give it the old uppercut punch. And here comes number 4, Gabrielle Pecor of the Eagles, sending it over to Brzezinski. Now more to Ringel. Ringel floating it over. Pecor able to dig it out. Oh, Wilhelm wanted it, but Lilani got a little bit of confusion there.
Yeah, the two of them talking there after the play, Wilhelm and Heilig, and Coach Coletti came out to calm them down.
Yeah. And Heilig might be a little bit rattled off that last deal there. You kind of see him trying to get back on track. So Coach Coletti's trying to get the girls there back on track here. But
see if Sydney goes again to her.
Yeah,
she does.
Yep. Now to Pecor to number 7, Addison. She hits it out.
Got to be a timeout.
Yeah,
You can see kind of what was happening there. Using the girls a little bit. All right, we're going to have a chance to say thank you to some sponsors here.
Sounds good, Bob. Yeah, so we're back out of the commercial break. Pirates are taking the floor. Eagles coming out of the timeout as well. Pirates got a full week of home games here tonight. Obviously tonight versus Unity, and this Thursday Luck Cardinals will be here as well. So Grantsburg not having to travel here this week. And Sidney Gronsky sending it over to Hillig, now up to Pecor in the middle to number 37, Isabel. And Isabel, like we saw at the beginning of the game, putting it in the middle. And a substitution here, number 14, Ava Matson will come in for the Eagles as number 1, Andrea Erickson will take a seat here. So Ava sending it over to Schaefer. Now Moore setting it up in the middle. Out near side to Ringel. And Ringel with a good hit here. And she will be replaced by Whitney Myers, and Moore will come out and Javel will go back in. So Myers will serve here for the Pirates. Pirates looking pretty good here out in set 1. Myers sending it over to Addison. Now Pecora giving it up to, hits it out of bounds there that time. Unity does. Number 12, Jocelyn Fugate.
When these two teams played earlier this year in Unity, it went back and forth. Grantsburg won the first one and the third one, Unity the second and the fourth, and then Grantsburg won set number 5.
Yeah, like I said, these two have been battling out last couple of years here. A couple good solid programs for sure. Myers now firing it, off the hands of Addison. Unity able to keep it going. Wilhelm will send it over. Myers just dropping it over, and now here comes number 12, Jocelyn Fugate. Myers in the middle to Java. Java floats it. Good dig there that time by number 4, Fugate. Or Pecora, I'm sorry. Jeez. Myers now on the near side to Piper Olson, and Piper Olson able to rattle it off. Addison's forearms there onto the floor. Now we feel comfortable because the lights have gone out in the mezz. Now
That's weird.
here comes Myers hitting it over to Addison. Eagles able to hit it over. Pecora does. Now here comes Schaefer hitting it back to Pecora. Pecora has to get out of the way, but little miscommunication again there by the Eagles between Wilhelm and Addison. And the Pirates will keep this going here. Myers sending it over to Addison. Schaefer able to get it here. Gronsky, we got to hit it over. Schaefer does. Now coming up from to Pecora in the middle to number 37, Isabel Olson. Pirates, there's that fisties we talked about earlier. Now Pecora on the far side of Wilhelm. Wilhelm in the net and block. Eagles able to keep it going. Who wants it? Backyard volleyball's coming out in set 1. Schaefer hits it over to Halig. Now back up to Pecora. Here comes number 12, Jocelyn Fugate, and she's able to put one down, which we've seen the Eagles struggle with on these hits. That you could tell they're powerful hitters, but Jocelyn Fugate able to put one in play that time, and like Bob mentioned, good point. And here, number 6, Leah Raditz, will go back to serve for the Eagles, and that will go out of bounds. So yes, good hard work on both sides for that point, but Grantsburg will take it back here. Where senior Megan Schaefer will hit it to Raditz. Now Wilhelm will call it and gives it on the near side to Jocelyn, and she hits it. Yep.
Yeah, right on the line. Nice hit.
Yeah. There's a little bit of confusion. It was the woman on the floor had to look at Rob, and yeah, good call there.
Yeah, he called it right away. Good call.
And Wilhelm hitting it over to Krasinski. Now Myers on the near side to Olson, and Olson able to plinko it off a few Unity players. And we will now see number 8, Kira Kamish, coming in for Wilhelm. So a substitution on the Pirate side as well, where we will see Annika Lee come in to serve here for the Pirates. Sends it over, dug out by Raditz, hunting it down with Pecora. Kind of a little miscommunication with Jocelyn. Now Schaefer, good pass up to Myers. Java block that time by Addison and Jocelyn. The brick wall was formed. Hard hit by Java, but Unity able to block it and keep it in play.
Yeah, Grantsburg liked that. I mean, it was a really well-run play there for the Pirates, but Unity,
yeah,
like I said, brick wall.
Yep, like I said, they're a solid team. Now Halig will be back to serve here for the Eagles. Good run and start, jump serve. Here we go over to Gifford. She snuck in on us here, and now Schaefer hitting it over. Oh, Halig with a little, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's right here. And then now to number 1, Andrea Erickson, and she hits it in the back and off the back row to the east wall, where it will go out of bounds. Lig will get another good run and start here.
I think it's Heilig.
Heilig.
Yeah.
Heilig, all right. Heilig is using the net. And she gets it over. We've said it before, we don't care how we get them as long as we get them, right? And High League coming back over again, and that one will go far to the east, towards the east wall. So substitution coming again. We'll see Moore. And now, Moore is sitting back down. Handy will come in, and Ringel will come back in. So we will see Handy go back to serve here for the Pirates. Handy firing it over, and that couple of out of bounds here is this couple sets, a couple serves over. So now it'll be in the hands for the Eagles. Number 7, Addison. So she gets a call from the man on the ladder, and here she goes. Good serve over to Schaefer. Handy has to come get it. Now Gifford hits it over, and Highley get to Pecor. Now to Isabel. And Isabel floats it off a couple of Pirate defenders there. 18-13, kind of what we saw before. I mean, Grantsburg had a nice lead here, but Eagles trying to fly back into this one here.
I like what you did there.
Yeah, oh yeah. I did it the other night with Frederick rolling their way back in here. Here comes Schaefer. And a lot of out of bounds here tonight.
You know, they've got a couple players out there that, actually like 3 it looks like, that aren't normally out there. And now they're going to get a timeout.
Yeah.
So that just kind of messes with the vibe and the connection that the girls have. But there is a timeout, so let's take another timeout and say thank you to Burnett Medical Center.
Do you have difficulty sleeping, severe sore throats, or constant snoring? It may be time for you to visit Burnett Medical Center's ear, nose, and throat specialist, Dr. Frojmovich. He works with adults and children to diagnose and treat various conditions of the ear, nose, throat, and related structures of the head and neck. Conditions range from reoccurring ear infections to difficulty breathing and sleeping. Sign up for a better tomorrow with a treatment plan that works for you and your health.
And Lisa.
All right, we're back here. Just in case people were wondering, the Twins did win their first playoff game in I don't know how long. They were 0-18 their last 18 tries, Jeremy. So us Twins fans are excited about that.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody can chime in and comment on when was the last time they won. Here come the Eagles hitting it out of bounds. Another out of bounds-er there.
Jessica Simonson says, Grandma's watching Ruby. Or maybe Grandma's watching Ruby. Yeah, I think that's what it means.
Well, we appreciate Grandma
Grandma?
watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gifford hits it over, and now over to Addison. Number 1, Andrews hits it over. Now Grantsburg has to hit it over too. Can Unity get something set? Pecor to number 1. She fires it on Andrea. Good dig there by Lee. Now Lee's got to hit it over. She does. Now Pecor sending it up to Isabel, and she's a good hitter.
That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, not taking nothing away from the Unity team, but Isabel Olsen so far in set 1 has been consistent here for the Eagles.
That almost landed on the 10-foot line. I suppose it's about 12 feet. That was a good down ball.
Absolutely.
Good down hit, I suppose.
And Gifford coming out, and Przinski coming back in. And Pecor to serve it here for the Eagles. Oh, and Isabel, we just talked about her hitting. Now we can see her defense.
Well, I think Handy got a hand on it trying to save it. Oh, I didn't even try, Jeremy.
I know it. It's just natural for you, Bob, and that's what I like about
it. But
it.
Don't look now. Grantsburg had a big lead. Now it's only 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 points.
Oh, and a miscue that time there on Grantsburg's side. Lee hitting it up towards the front. Bob mentioned it, could be a different scenario of girls coming in here. We saw that the other night too, Bob, against Frederick here. And Pecor hitting it over for the Eagles to Przinski. Now Moore in the middle to Ringel. Ringel putting it down. Oh, Heilig with a good dig out that time, and Unity able to hit it out of bounds off the Pirate players. Good hit there that time by Andrea Erickson. And Pecor coming back over to Schaefer, now up to Moore. She's going to give it on the near side to Gronsky. Pecor digging it out, Wilhelm calling it, coming on the near side to Andrea. Pirates trying to set it up here, Moore. Now to Schaefer, Schaefer into the net. Tuesday night Netflix show.
Grantsburg's going to call another timeout.
Like Bob mentioned, Grantsburg had a good lead. In this sport, it seems like lately
Well, it was 18-12, and now it's 19-19. I remember 18-12. I think it was even more than that at one point.
No, I think you're right there.
Well, we'll stay right here, Jeremy. Like you said, coming up on Thursday, we've got Luck here in Grantsburg. And on Friday, we've got a big football game against Hurley. Two undefeateds in the conference.
Yeah, and like we mentioned before, Bob, we were not going to not talk about football right up here with Zach and Brady playing, and it's a big matchup this Friday.
Right, of course, yeah.
So it should be a heck of a good game Friday night in Grantsburg under the lights.
You bet. Come out and support them. We're gonna need everybody out there, Grantsburg fans. So come on out and enjoy some good football.
And the one thing, not to go against Hurley, but they kind of hit a stint here of some far traveling. Unity last week, Grantsburg this week, Webster next week, and here comes Pecor over for the Eagles.
That's the second time Grantsburg's called a timeout, and then they served into the net. Wow.
Man, I've never heard of icing the server, but
that's what it was apparently.
Pecor had rattled off some good ones there, and now it's Gronsky's turn to get something for the Pirates. Now up to Pecor on the far side to Andrea Erickson, and Andrea Erickson able to put one down here for the Eagles. And she will come out, and Heilig will come out, and we'll see number 14, Ava Matson, come in along with number 12, Jocelyn Fugate. And we'll see what Matson does here. Schaefer, Moore has to recover. Gronsky able to hit it over for the Pirates. Now Pecor coming in to number 12. We just mentioned her coming in, Jocelyn Fugate. Good dig out that time by the Eagles. Moore now getting it going. Olsen with their own little serve there. Eagles able to keep it going. Now here comes Fugate up to Schaefer. Moore near side to Olsen, and Olsen are they calling a tip?
No tip. We have the benefit of replay. Not sure we're gonna be able to see it. I think Louis Coletti is actually saying it was touched. Or no, a timeout. He's saying it was tipped.
He's not calling a timeout. He just wants to let them know that, hey, man on the ladder, woman on the floor, and they're not the only one.
Wow.
So it's gonna go.
That's classy, man. Lewis is. I saw Deb do that with Frederick here the other night. Lewis just called it with the tip. That is fantastic. In such a big moment in set number 1. That's awesome. I love it.
Right. Yeah, good stuff here. Myers, now Pecor, coming on the far side to Wilhelm. Myers in the back row digging it out. Now Piper Olsen sending it to Schaefer. Schaefer hitting it over. Pecor is set. Now coming into Isabel Olsen. She mishit it that time, but she sticks with it. Now Myers on the near side to Olsen, and she is out. So we're not getting the balls in play here tonight. A lot of out of bounds on both sides. And Isabel will take a seat there while number 6, Leah Raditz, will come in to serve here for the Eagles.
Grantsburg struggled with hitting errors against Frederick as well.
Right, Frederick definitely capitalized on it. Another out of bounds here. Set 1 is going to go down as the out of bounds set. Because that's what we're seeing here.
Well, Unity's hitting a lot of serves out or in the net.
Schaefer now to Raditz. Now on the near side to Fugate. Schaefer with a good dig. Up towards the net. Grantsburg not able to recover from that. And Wilhelm will serve it here for the Eagles, 22-22. Fires it over to Brzezinski. Myers digging it up. Brzezinski has to hit it over. She does. Raditz! It was out. Wilhelm didn't want it because it was out of bounds, but Raditz, but coming back. What a saving moment there. Wilhelm, the sophomore, clearly knew it was out of bounds, but Raditz is like, we're here to play. And then recovering, Unity able to drop it on the near side. And Wilhelm will come back with it. Brzezinski land in front of her. She's able to get it. Java has to just float it over. Now up to Pecor. Now on the far side, big hit that time by number 7, Addison, right in front of Schaefer there. Schaefer hits it out of bounds, but that was a strong hit. That was not going out of bounds. Addison, big hitter here. Now Unity looking for set point here. Hits it over. Przinski. Oh! Przinski flat tires it. So Grantsburg clearly had a huge lead in set 1. Was looking good, and Unity able to kind of put it together here, stay strong, because they are a good team, and take set 1. Whew, Bob.
Ooh, boy. All right, good job for Unity, by Unity. And since we've got a little bit of time here, let's say thank you to a couple more of our sponsors, shall we? Well, hello there.
Well, yes, we are back. Getting ready to start set 2 here. Grantsburg's already taken the floor. And like we mentioned, neon night for the Grantsburg student body, and we have ourselves red, white, and blue here for the Unity Eagles. Now Bob has jumped over and taken Nick's position.
Oh, Nick's on Snapchat or something. I'll do it. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, we called out Zach Rombach last time for being on his phone. Now,
he's over there.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't spin it around to see the great Nick Rombach on his
Nick's
phone.
Snapchat.
What, the sheriff call you?
Oh, now he's critiquing me. How about that?
So, yeah, Lewis taking all the time here. He's using up all this time in between both matches here. He's got the Unity Eagles. They're coming out strong there in set 1. I mean, they're definitely feeling it. Good coaching by him. Bob mentioned earlier, he called that tip there. Good respect.
Yeah. It didn't cost him.
No.
Won by a couple. Yeah. Wow, you are really zoomed in, Nick. We saw her roots.
Goodness. Yeah, that's not her normal hair color. So let's see if Grantsburg can get something going here. I'd imagine they're going to put something together here. That's the kind of team they are. I mean, they don't, we saw that. We're going to keep referencing the Frederick game, folks. Hopefully don't get sick of it. It's just, it was a good 5 sets here by both teams.
And, you saw the Webster game also. That went to 5 sets. It's just good volleyball. Or even volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen some spectacular volleyball in the past, and these two teams have had the majority of those matches.
Oh.
This is even volleyball. I wouldn't say either team is doing great. There's a lot of mishits, a lot of out-of-system plays, a lot of missed serves. Hopefully they can clean it up, both of them at the same time, so we get treated to one of those classic Unity Grantsburg matches.
Absolutely. And Heilig to serve here for the Eagles. Przinski kind of off balance hitting here. Now Schaefer has to just get it over the net. Now Pecor coming in the middle to Isabel. She hits it over. Gronsky able to get it. Now Myers just tipping it back. Oh, a good one. Ooh, I thought that was going to go and play there. One thing I want to mention, so other than the Frederick Grantsburg game the other night, was probably one of my favorite games to call, but there was a time, I'll talk about it in a minute here, Myers hit it over, now up to Wilhelm. Pecor was hunted down, but Wilhelm has to get it, and Fugate hitting it over. Oh, and Olsen clearly out of balance, hits it in the net. But it was a couple years ago, and I think I come up here and I was doing the game with Stacy, and that might have been where she did the meatball. But Lewis was on the floor jumping up and down. Deb was jumping up and down. It was going back and forth, good volleying. That was one of my favorite games to announce here. Now Myers, far side Java. Now Fugate up to Pecor. Now on the far side to Wilhelm. Wilhelm with a strong hit, but Brzezinski able to dig it out. Now a little miscommunication. Schaefer hits it over. Now big hit there by Addison and Andrea unable to rattle it off.
And that's the second time that Megan has made a diving attempt, gotten the ball, and then it went to just where nobody was. Great effort by Megan Schaefer.
Absolutely. Mighty Mouse we call. Oh, good hit there by Brzezinski, if you look at it that way, for getting it over. Now Fugate, clearly blocked. Little elbow, gonna hit it over! Right in the net, Pecor! Give me some more! And now here comes Schaefer with a little left-hander. Oh, and they call Unity into the net. How Pecor able to get enough on it there to ride the net line?
Yeah.
It's got Nick just coughing up a storm.
He's choked up.
He's choked up over that there. We had a little elbow bump there, and when the dust settled, here comes senior Megan Schaefer hitting it over to Raditz, up to Pecor. Now back to Andrea. Oh, Pecor, good block there by Grantsburg. Back to Pecor. She hits it out of bounds. And Schaefer will keep it going here for the Pirates. Fires it over. Oh, Raditz hits it down to Pecor. She's able to get it out. And another net rider. Another net rider there by Unity, able to drop it on the side they needed to, which would be the Grantsburg side.
Really tough return there.
Oh, absolutely. It's hard to play them. You don't know which way they're going. And Wilhelm waiting for the man on the ladder to whistle, and he does. And here she goes for the Eagles. To Brzezinski. Myers chasing it down. Now back to Brzezinski. She hits it over to Raditz. Raditz to Pecor. Now here comes Fugate. Blocked that time by Java and Olsen. Now on the far side to Andrea. Big hit down and in. Andrea Erickson with a nice hit down to ride the line there. Calls it in, and Wilhelm will keep it going here for the Eagles. Fires it over. Oh, and that is out. Not by much. I thought it was going to hit the line there, but it is out. And Wilhelm will come out, and Kira Kamish will come in here for the Eagles. And Jordan Hansen will be serving here for the Pirates. Over it goes to Raditz. Now up to Pecor. Now here comes Fugate. Back to Hansen. Myers on the far side to Gronsky. Gronsky into Halig's hands there. High leg, I'm sorry, and that goes out of bounds off of Unity. So even match or even scoring here back and forth. Pirates kind of settling down a little bit. Not many out of bounds hits here. Now here comes Hansen hitting it over to Raditz. Wasn't sure how to approach it there. Pecor gets it. Now Fugate just hits it over. Oh, ooh. And able to keep it going. Grantsburg does, but hits it out of bounds. And now we are tied up at 5 apiece. And we will see Ella Johnson coming in, I believe, for the first time tonight to go back to serve here for the Eagles.
Freshman.
Yes.
2 freshmen on the
floor.
floor.
Yeah, Andrea, the big hitter, a freshman as well. Now Schaefer hitting it over off of number 31. We just talked about Ella Johnson. Now Ella kind of got tangled up with Pecor there. And they hit it out of bounds, so Ella will come back out, and Fugate will go back in along with Heilig. And some substitution here on the Pirates side. Trenton Johnson will give the ball to Moore, where she will serve it here for the Pirates. Fires it over to Raditz. Pecor hunts it down, now gets it on the near side to number 1, Andrea Erickson. Now Brzezinski back to Raditz. Now to Pecor, setting it up on the far side to number 7, Addison.
That was a great play by Kaylee Moore to adjust and get to that ball and keep it alive. Unity was able to succeed on the point.
Right.
Ultimately.
And Isabel Olsen back in for the Eagles. Bombs lifting wings
Pumping
here.
some iron over
pumping
here.
iron up in the mezz. Moore with a little savior there so it doesn't go in the net. Nice work by her. Bakor into Isabel. And Isabel kind of did a ninja kick there that time into the net. So Grantsburg will get the serve back here. It's kind of gone back and forth so far in set 2. Brzezinski over to number 8. Kamish and Unity able to put it down. I believe number 1, Andrea Erickson that time. And Wilhelm will come back in for Kamish. And we will see Pecor back to serve here for the Eagles.
Diamondbacks have taken a 4-3 lead, Jeremy.
4-3 over the Brew Crew. Pecor, good serve. That might be the best serve we've seen tonight so far. Able to get it to drop quickly once it crossed the net there.
Here's the Brewers score for everybody, a little bigger.
And Pecor coming back with another one. Oh, out of bounds, clearly.
They have missed a lot of serves. They would be winning, and they would have won the last game a lot easier if they could get these serves. And they've probably missed, I don't know, half a dozen, 8?
Yeah, absolutely. Bouncing to Hyla, good pass up to Pecor. Now number 1, Andrea, and Pirates Schaefer has to hit it over. Oh, Pecor almost running into Andrea. They get it over. Now Olsen with her own little set. Blocked that time by Wilhelm, but out of bounds. So Pirates getting one there. Good athleticism by Wilhelm, the sophomore, but hits it out of bounds. Pirates look a little out of sync to me out here, Bob. Now Wilhelm up to Pecor, setting in the middle of Olsen. Olsen had to kind of go around Pecor. Now Moore giving it up near side Olsen. Olsen to number 7, Addison. Now Andrea has to hit it over. Moore coming in to hit it. They have to hit it over. Schaefer does. Now Pecor is setting it on the far side to big hit. What a hit there that time. Gronsky digging it out. We're still going here. Now Moore setting it up to Olsen. Olsen in the back. Unity. Wow.
I'm going to play the replay of the big save there, but that whole point was replayed.
Maybe
I won't. Hold on.
It's definitely worthy there. Good hustle on both sides.
Oh, it got stuck. Doggone it.
How they were able to keep some of that going,
was amazing.
Nick.
Great.
I have no idea. Good job by Gronsky. Now she will serve it over to Heilig. Now Pecor coming in the middle to Isabel, and she just floats it over. More setting it far side to Schaefer. Mighty Mouse into the net. I'm telling you what, if they can get Schaefer right where she needs it, she is a strong hitter. Strong hitter.
You alluded to it right when I was thinking it. Like, Grantsburg has not gotten that many great offensive attacks. Likewise, I mean, Unity hasn't had too many either, but.
No. Now Moore to
Ringo.
And Ringo said, put me in, coach. I'm going to hit it down. So Ruby Ringo, I will say, has been, when she's been in, able to, not that she never had before, but able to hit it down. Let's see if Grantsburg can get things situated here. Java coming in for Moore here now, and Coach Deb Johnson chatting with her a little bit. And yes, the whistle is blown, and here comes Whitney Myers serving it over. I thought it was Pecor now near side to Fugate, off Pirates' hands. Myers now to Schaefer. Schaefer able to put it down. Not a strong hit. They don't always have to be a strong hit. You just got to find the opening, and she does just that in front of Addison.
I love how patient Whitney was to let the Pirate get out of the way and then make the set on that play.
Absolutely. Here to Heilig, up to Pecor. Good pass. Now here comes Fuelgate. Blocked, stays on Grantsburg. So just give it to him, No, let Grantsburg play it.
Double hit.
I know it. So that's one thing, talking about that, I saw that with when Frederick was here. Myers can read, I think she can read the court really well.
Yeah.
Whether she's got to speed it up or slow it down. I mean, she is really well at reading the court. Now here comes number 14, Matson. Schaefer! I talked about the big hit. Good dig that time by Matson. Now Olsen gets a block, keeps it going. Myers bumps it over. Now here comes Matson. Near side to Fieldgate, not the strong.
No, she took, I think she just mishit it.
Yeah.
And threw the timing off, which was a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say.
Yes. Oh, beautiful paintings. Here we go. Matson to Gronsky. Now up to Myers. Myers on the far side to Java. She's a big hitter. Highlight. Good dig out that time. Pecor coming near side to Fieldgate. She hits it.
Oh.
It's in! No!
What is
No!
Oh! The middle back for Grantsburg has been a bit rough here tonight.
Yeah, we don't want to sit and watch, right?
I mean, that was a great shot, great spot.
Matson, Schaefer, Myers, far side to Java. Java floats it.
Wow.
Same thing, back and forth. I'm going to watch you watch me, and nobody's going to hit it. That's basically how it went on
And that's
both.
what I'm talking about. This is even volleyball, but not great volleyball.
Right.
And we can say that Unity and Grantsburg have been great in the last 4 or 5 years together, and this is just a little bit less than that.
Yep, Schaefer, good serve to Wilhelm. Core has to get it to Fieldgate. Good block that time, Olsen and Java. Now here comes Fieldgate again. Gronsky digs it out. Myers to Brzezinski. Brzezinski to Heilig, waits to keep it going there. Number 6, Raditz snuck in on us, and Fieldgate bumping it over. Myers now serving it to Brzezinski. Brzezinski hitting it into the net that time, and Unity will get the serve back. Back and forth. Who wants this set two? Nobody has shown anybody here in this gym who wants it. It's just back and forth. Wilhelm firing it over to Brzezinski. Myers now setting it near side. Olsen with some aggression, but out of bounds. If she can get that dialed in, she's a strong hitter, but out of bounds. And Wilhelm will remain in the serving details for Unity. Fires it over. Schaefer, good pass. Oh! Hello. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Whitmire's just totally juked me out here. Like I mentioned before, she can read the court. I've been impressed with Whitney Myers on how she can read the court, able to drop it down in there. Now here comes Jordan Hansen, the libero, over to Raditz. Now Pecor hunting it down to Fieldgate. She hits it. Oh, big block! Big block! You coming to the block party tonight? Yes, I am. Jordan Java, nice job there that time. Big block there on Fieldgate. Fieldgate. I mean, Bob, once I get going, then the Diet Pepsi's in me. Just let me go. Here we go. Pecor coming on the near side of Fieldgate and able to get it back that time against Grantsburg. Yeah, like I said.
Well, I always heard you can't steer a parked car. You are going 100 miles an hour, so we're just going to try to keep you off the guardrails.
Yeah, I know it. I know it, Bob. I just get excited. I like
it's
good.
Awesome. We love
yes,
it.
Good,
love it, Jeremy.
Good sports on both sides here. Here we go, Grantsburg. Cement shoes. I put on my cement shoes here. Come on, Brzezinski. You're better than that. You know that. We know that. But the freshman, number 31, Ella Johnson, served that one, and she'll get to do it again. Brzezinski. Now up to Myers. Now on the near side to Java. Java was blocked by number 7, Addison.
I mean, that was a much better. You like to see that. Brzezinski had the receive error on the point prior, and then she put a perfect pass right on the setter. But, Tiffany Tilton's chiming in about your commentary.
Tiffany Tilton.
Do you think it's positive or negative?
With Tiffany, it's probably going to be positive.
Yeah, she says Jeremy Burton is a legend.
If it was her husband, Joey Tilton, it might be the other way. No, good people there, Tiffany. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take another quick break during this time out and say thank you to Physical. We missed it, but the student section sure brought it during the timeout there.
Absolutely. Good to see some student section there for Unity. Hansen Now to Myers. Myers to Java. She has to float it over to Pecor. Now who's going to set it? There's that confusion. You'll see that on both sides. Like Bob said, evenly matched. And evenly matched on greatness, evenly matched on fundamentals. Right? That's not ripping on either team, but it's exciting, Nick. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And it can't. Oh my goodness!
Jerry was
good
4
stuff.
inches away from Nick's face, just like he likes it.
Yes. All right, here we go. Moore back to serve here for the Pirates. Hits it over to Raditz. Now Pecor bringing it on the near side to Andrea Erickson. Now Moore with a back set to Brzezinski, and it's in.
Great set.
Absolutely. She's arcing her back to look upside down on where it's going. Beautiful set there by the sophomore. And Moore coming back with the serve to Heilig, up to Pecor. Pecor has to kind of somewhat set it up for Addison, and she hits it out of bounds, 18-17.
Mike Schiltz is always filling us in on WIA stuff. He says the playoff seeding meeting is Sunday, October 8th. You can read the rest on your screen.
All right, seeding is coming up here real soon since it's already October. And a big hit by Andrea Erickson, the freshman. We talked about some of her big hits here before. So we mentioned it with both squads. Good team. Lewis has done an excellent job, and he's got a couple of freshmen already coming in. And we see Grantsburg with some work out of the sophomores, and here comes Addison, serve it over to Hansen. Gronsky has to hunt it down. Now Schaefer has to hit it over. She does. Now Heilig up to Pecor. They're going to give it to Olsen. Ooh. And Olsen was blocked by Ringo. Unity coming back within it. Now Moore's trying to get in on it. And Ringo with the left-hand southpaw. Could have been a grab and a throw. Could have been a hit. We don't know. Did anybody call it against it? No.
It looked good to me. We'll watch the replay here.
Yeah.
Oh. Good swat. Open hand swatted down.
Yeah, that was volley dodgeball at its finest. Now here we go, Pecor bringing it on the near side to the freshman, number 1, Andrea Erickson. We just talked about her big hits before. Southpaw of her own, putting it down, 19-19. Ooh. Huh?
Up here?
Yeah, you thirsty already? It's all right. Here we go, Pecor back to serve here for the Eagles. Unity already up 1-0. Now Hansen to Moore. On the far side to Schaefer. Schaefer, able to get it off the right hand of Heilig there and go out of bounds. So Grantsburg will take it back. Could this be the time? Could Sydney Gronsky race to the finish line here on her serve? Can Grantsburg get it going and tie this up here? Or is Unity going to buckle down and take set 2? Pecor now back to Wilhelm. She has to hit it over. She does. Now Grantsburg can get something going here in the middle of Ringo. She's been the hot hand. And Chadwick.
It's in.
Oh, they get
it.
I saw her, and I had to look at the man on the ladder with the bright orange whistle to see what he was going to call. And Ringo able to find the line. 21-19.
Yeah, she was able to find. That was a perfect opportunity for Grantsburg to just get a big blast, and something was just off in the timing once again. So good job by Ringo to find the open spot, find the line there. But those are the kinds you're kind of looking for them to hit the ball hard, hit the ball down,
right,
and defeat the block instead of go around it.
Well, what do you think here, gentlemen? 21-19.
Well, I don't know if I'll speak for Nick. He does a good job speaking for himself.
He's
kind of
at
home.
He's kind of wore out right now.
He's wore out. But I'm really looking at Grantsburg. Obviously, we're Grantsburg guys, but looking at them and seeing what is this team going to be made out of? You kind of said it, like, who wants to win this game? They have a 2-point lead now. They gave up a 9-point lead in this first set. I wouldn't say, like I said, we've been saying all day, these two teams are evenly matched. So does Grantsburg want to, get it together here?
I think they will here, Bob. I think they're kind of getting some juice back in them here a little bit.
I've been impressed with Unity's freshmen too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that was out.
Yep. Heilig off of her hands there. That time went out of bounds. Yeah, Bob mentioned, number 1, Andrea Erickson, the freshman, has definitely had some great hits here tonight. So Grantsburg with the slim lead. It's probably the biggest lead out of both sides here in this set 2. Now up to Pecor. Pecor has to hit it over, and a swap by Ringo.
Risky.
Now Olsen basically, setting it up for double set to Ringo, and she floats it over. That was not scripted or planned, but it'll work. And here comes Wilhelm, and she's blocked. And Ringo just going all smackies, and here comes that freshman, and she will go far and long to the east wall. Yeah, we had ourselves some blocking, some smacking, and we will now see a timeout called by Unity.
All right, we'll take one last break then and say thanks to Burnett Medical Center here.
My philosophy for taking care of patients is pretty simple. First, I want to be kind to my patients. I want to be helpful to my colleagues, and I want to bring my skills and experience to some use and hopefully make somebody's life a little bit better. I'm Anders Euland. I'm a board-certified general surgeon here at Burnett Medical Center. I enjoy working in rural healthcare for one thing because I like being the rural country. I like seeing the stars at night, for instance. I also like working in rural healthcare because I'm needed here. In the city, there are a dozen general surgeons who are really good, and we're all competing for the same patients, and that just doesn't feel right to me. I want to go somewhere where I'm needed.
Back at it, Jeremy. That ad went a little longer.
That's all right. That time there, Grantsburg got it over, and it was hit into the net by Unity. So Grantsburg looking for the set point here. Pecor now coming to Isabel Olsen. Blocked that time. Unity able to hit it over out of bounds. And there we go. Rombach brothers, we are knotted up one apiece, set to set. Grantsburg didn't let me down. I threw all the chips in there when they had that 2-point lead.
You put all your chips out there, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just like extra volleyball, Nick.
Volleyball, I love volleyball. I always wondered if they had boys volleyball when I was a kid in high school, if I'd play volleyball or football. I don't know. I love volleyball.
Yeah.
So it's that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. I hope I'm not coming across negative. I'm loving watching this game, but I love watching good volleyball.
Mm-hmm. I think that game I referenced to was a couple years ago. Hani Johnson was a senior then, and Unity actually won the game 3-1. But that, I believe it was a set that Grantsburg won. They won set 3, and it was back and forth, and Grantsburg started to heat up, and it was just great volleying. And I remember Lewis was on the court. He had them bright multicolored shoes, them Nike shoes on, and Deb was screaming up and down with her clipboard. It just went back and forth, and it was a good game to call. Like I said, when you can see the volleying going back and forth on both sides, and we have seen that out of both teams here tonight. Great hustle on the Grantsburg side and the Unity side. So we will see if Grantsburg, with that second set win, able to kind of keep building momentum and see what they do in set 3, or, which I believe Lewis, a great coach, will rally the Unity girls back, and we'll see what happens here. But it's going to be a good third set here between both sides. So we talked about it before. I'm just going to mention it. We got some time here in between games. Not taking nothing away from the volleyball, good on both sides, but the Grantsburg football team has now slid in to number 9 in the ranking. And like Bob said, if you haven't watched the Grantsburg Pirate football team at all yet this year in person, if you watch it on the We Are, we really appreciate that, because the We Are is a good thing for everybody to watch. But it's been impressive watching. Not saying it because, Bob or Zach or Brady play, but the one thing for me is it's a well-rounded team. There is no one great. Yeah. I mean, it's very well-rounded team all the way through. The coaches have done an excellent job, but we do need the support here this week. Hurley's always been a tough matchup for Grantsburg, and yeah, if we can do it here this Friday. The boys will be setting. They got a couple tough ones, Hurley and Ladysmith. At least they're both at home.
Well, both Unity and Grantsburg have become playoff eligible this week, so that's good news. I don't know if you saw my post earlier about Grantsburg football. It was they've beaten Oconto Falls, Adams Friendship, Unity, and not St. Croix. One other team that is already playoff eligible. So the Pirates have beaten some really good teams. So that's why we're pretty excited about what they've got going.
You know, and at times, just kind of like the volleyball team, they haven't always played great every play down either. I know, obviously, getting the inside track with Zach and Brady, you know, they're still shuffling guys on the line. Back to the game here. Set 3, tied 1 apiece. Oh, a little miscommunication on Unity already. Pecor and Heilig not quite sure who was going to hit it. Heilig hit it up, and Isabel put it into the net. So Myers will keep the serve going here for the Pirates. Now Heilig getting on her back feet. Good swan approach there, and Pecor hits it over. Now Myers setting it up to Schaefer. Schaefer reading the court, floating it over, but Pecor able to get it. Now here comes Wilhelm hitting it to Fugate. Now Myers back to Java. Java calls it. Now Pecor setting it up to Fugate. She gets it over the reach of Olsen and Java and able to find the open spot.
Yeah, really nice play by Unity there.
Yeah, absolutely. And here comes Matson to serve for the Pirates. Myers now to Schaefer.
Nice
Schaefer, yep, absolutely floats it over to Wilhelm. Now on the near side to Fugate. Gronsky able to pass it up to Myers. Little off balance there. Schaefer able. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it, but I did it. You know, she'll take that any day of the week. Why? Because we got the point there, Nick, and Matson will come out and Raditz will come in for the Eagles, and Schaefer will be serving it over here for the Pirates.
Good job by Sydney in the back row to track that one down. It looked like it was going to be another one of those dead spots.
Yep.
But she got it.
You betcha. Fugate over. Ooh. Now Olsen, Java calling for it. Pirates out of sync there a little bit. Now here comes Wilhelm, and she hits one over. Now Myers. Olsen will set to Java. Java blocked that time by Addison. Now Olsen able down to Heilig. Now Pecor will set it up to Fugate, but the Pirates able to keep it going. And now the Swan tip and dives.
Tips.
Yes.
Spots.
Fugate hitting it. Now Schaefer passing it up to Myers. Now Myers on the far side of Przinski, and Przinski will rattle it off of Unity's players' hands out of bounds.
So much dinking and dunking in this one. When you have control, you're not out of system. You're not like tracking a ball down deep in the back court there. It's just crazy how many have just been. They've settled for so many tips.
Right, absolutely. Schaefer, good serve that time to Raditz. Now here comes Fugate. Is she in the net? No. Myers now on the far side to Przinski. Przinski back to Raditz. Now Pecor will set it right on the near side to Fugate, but Heilig coming up to dig it out. Now here comes Wilhelm. And she's Myers. Whoa. Can we get it over? She calls it yes. I saw the communication and the determination in Myers' eyes. Now Myers able to keep it going again. Java hit. Who hit the net? Who hit the net? Oh,
yeah, that was the right call.
Yep, it was. It was. I
Good
always
effort. That point though.
Always agree with the referee. Absolutely.
Yes, I know that's a fact.
Yes.
That you always agree.
Capital letters. And Wilhelm will get it over to Gronsky up to, there's that reading of the court. We talked about it. She's going to get the medal, the trophy of reading of the court here from Jeremy Burton here tonight. Whitney Myers. Not sure what Bubba Quimby's doing over there, but it's...
His pants have come down.
Yeah, neon pants here. But now Annika Lee back to serve here for the Pirates. So Unity definitely still into this, but Grantsburg's looking a little bit better here. Now Pecor on the near side of Fugate and back to Schaefer. Now Myers on the near side of Przinski. Przinski down to Raditz. Pecor, who's she setting it up to? Back to Fugate. Off of... Get it over!
Oh, no.
Ooh, good effort there that time by the Pirates.
That's something, your skill level is going to be your skill level, but you can always have heart. You can always have hustle.
Yes.
Both these teams have that.
Absolutely. It's been great hustle on both sides. Now here comes Heilig serving it over. Now up to Myers. She has to make a tough set there. She does it. Przinski. Now Pecor coming on the near side to the freshman. Now Myers trying to drop it over Heilig. See that, but that time right there. I think the fans already know what that is called. We won't dwell on it too much, but yes, the meatballs taste real delicious tonight for Java, and she's able to put one down here for the Pirates. And now Moore back to serve here for Grantsburg. And over to, a little miscommunication. Rad is able to come in. Now Pecor over to number 7. Is it in? Yes.
Ooh,
Addison.
didn't like that.
No. The look on Zach Rombach's face says it all there.
Yeah,
either somebody passed gas or he does not agree with what's going on over there. But they called it in.
Oh, he just gave her the death stare, didn't he?
Addison hitting it in, and now she will serve. And Gronsky on the near side to Brzezinski and back to Gronsky. She hits it over, and now Pecor, who she sent it to the big freshman, and that's in. Number 1, Andrea Erickson. Big hitter here, left-handed for Unity, able to put it down. And Unity will definitely keep serving it here. Addison to Lee. Now Lee up to Moore. She jumps, sets it to Gronsky. Now here comes Pecor in the middle to Olsen. Olsen reading the court of her own. We've seen her be a big hitter here tonight.
Yeah.
Saw the block coming and just floated it over. And able to drop it down. And Addison back to serve another one, and like Bob mentioned, another out of bounds.
Yeah, they had a chance to extend a lead there, and now it's a side out point Grantsburg.
Yep.
Tell you what, Sayla's been doing a good job. She's been the one taking the big swings here for the most consistently, as she puts it in the net. That's the announcer's jinx.
Yeah, absolutely.
But her and Whitney during that rotation for a little while, Whit was getting to everything, and Sayla was swinging the best she could.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, future still bright here for Grantsburg, and Przinski up to Moore, now to Ringo, and Ringo with a big hip, a good dig out that time by Heilig. Now here comes a freshman in. Oh, rattles it down in front of Grantsburg, in front of Ringo and Gronsky. Oh. I thought it stayed on the Unity side.
Too. You can maybe catch the end of it here.
Little trickery.
Nope, it was definitely blocked on Grantsburg's side.
All right, here comes Pecor to Lee. Ooh. Lee trying to get Leonard in the game here a little bit. Hits it over to the bench there. So, yeah, Unity now building a little bit of a lead here, and here comes Pecor back to Gronsky, and can they get it over? No, so not very good hitting there that time by Grantsburg. Thought they had a chance to hit it over. They don't.
One more Unity point, it's going to be a timeout, especially if it's an ugly one.
Yeah. Now Pecor to Gronsky, up to Moore. Moore now to Ringo. Ringo blocked that time, but stays on Unity's side, goes out of bounds. And Olsen will come in for Lee, and we will see Gronsky back to serve here for the Pirates.
I think that was a big point for Grantsburg to
Absolutely.
Get there.
Well, like I said, I could see the timeout coming too. Yeah. And right now, Deb sitting back down, and Gronsky firing one over to Addison, now to Pecor, now on the near side to Wilhelm, and she'll go to Gronsky, where Moore will now give it. Who wants it? Gronsky comes and gets it. Heilig to Pecor, far side to, big block there by Schaefer. Now Ringo with the little left-handed punch, and here's Pecor now to the freshman. Good dig there by Przinski. Now Moore to Gronsky. Hits it over. Heilig digs it up to Pecor. Now who wants it? Isabel looking for the big hit. Not the prettiest hit, not the greatest hit, but it was enough to put another one on the board here for the Eagles. Able to deflect it off a couple of Grantsburg. Oh, she's taking some deep breaths there. I mean, anytime you see Piper Olsen and Ringo coming to block.
Some height there.
Absolutely.
I think they're both 6 feet tall, aren't they?
Yeah. And 31, Ella Johnson, another freshman we mentioned before, coming in to serve. Now Moore to Ringo. Ringo off the hands of Isabel Olsen. And just like that, Grantsburg getting the ball back. Could be another back and forth all the way to 25 on this one. And then here comes Myers. Gonna do a little switch around here, get Heilig back in for the Eagles. And here Myers to Addison, now to Pecor, coming on the near side to Fuelgate, blocked that time by Java and Olsen. Now Wilhelm back over to Fuelgate. Off of Przinski's hands at Plinko's. They lost it in the rafters. Grantsburg could have still made a play on it. Gronsky and Schaefer hunted it down, but it launched off the rafters back this way. And Eagles will have the ball where Ava Matson back to serve to Przinski. Myers setting it far side to Java. Java, Abe, good down hit that time. That's one thing with Java and Frederick. She was struggling to put him down in play. Had good ball rotation that time and able to put it in that back corner.
And that one, again, starts with the pass. Good pass to Witt. Whitney put it right where Java could do something with it, about 3 feet off the net. And blammo.
Yes, and Schaefer out of bounds.
Sounds like Webster is going to defeat Siren. They were up 2-0. Just talk to the gallant Siren. Kristen Kozlowski
does a nice job there. Here comes Madison Wilhelm to Przinski, a little two-hander. Now back to Przinski from Myers. And Raditz not able to bring her feet with her to the hit, or to the pass, I mean. And we will see Madison come out, and number 8, Kira Kamish, coming into the game here for the Eagles. Annika Lee back to serve here for the Pirates. Over it goes to Heilig, now up to Pecor, and a little right-handed off-balance hit there by Unity, and now Raditz just kind of don't hit my face with it. Kind of slingshots off her hands there into the net. And referee calling, the woman on the floor calling a timeout here to check with the table, making sure there's no illegal stuff going on out there. Earplugs back in, and here we go. Lee over with the serve, and yeah,
that was not too close.
No, that one was out of bounds. We should have tallied how many out of bounds serves there were tonight on both sides. So Heilig back to the wall, take that running jump serve start. Oh, and that is in. I don't even know if nobody even hit it that time, did they?
No. Right between them. And a timeout called by Deb.
Yeah, basically in a timeout, let's just say communication is key to success.
They've been eating up that spot there in the back row, and that time it led to an ace, and Unity with a 15-11 lead here in set number 3.
Yeah, I mean, girls get settled down. Grantsburg could easily get back. Not that they're out of this, but you know, get up ahead here, back and forth on both sides.
Yeah, this is either team's match. Obviously, Unity's doing a good job. They're staying a little bit more poised. They've got nice rotations, good substitutions. Girls who are doing their jobs. They're not playing perfect either, but
no.
This might go to 5.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, like Bob had mentioned, this is, you know, both teams evenly matched. We've seen some great things out of Grantsburg. We've seen some great things out of Unity, but yet there is a period in each set, each match, where both teams look really sloppy, like things to me that really shouldn't be happening, and that's on both sides of the net.
Yeah.
Here comes Heilig hitting it back over to Przinski, passes it up to Myers. Now here comes Gronsky, was blocked that time. Pirates able to keep it going, but no.
Yeah, I think
into the net.
Witt's shoulder scraped the net as she was trying to make that play.
Yeah, it definitely got tight up there between Gronsky and Myers. And Heilig coming back over with. Oh, that was out. We checked the out meter, and it was high when it left Heilig's hand. But Annika Lee trying to make a play there, maybe trying to get the Pirates in the groove here. And that slingshot's off of her forearms. And Unity will keep this going here.
Annika, 2 in a row, and she's going to get subbed out.
Yeah, we will see Jordan Hansen come back in here for the Pirates, the libero. And, you know, getting a chance for Deb to talk to her there. I mean, solid player, but
Yeah,
just a couple
definitely.
deals there. Now Hansen getting it up to Myers. Now on the near side to Java. Java reading the court, flowing it up a court, digging it out. And here comes Addison. Now Myers to Gronsky. Gronsky winding up there and able to Plinko it off of Addison's hands there and stays on Unity's side, where the ball will go back to the Pirates, where they're down by 6 here right now. Let's see if they can rattle a few to go here, and that will be in the hands of Moore.
You know, it was nice. After that ball landed, I looked at the bench to see who was celebrating, and it was Annika Lee was one of the first off the bench celebrating, even though she just had a couple of tough ones and got pulled.
Absolutely, they're good. Oh, the freshman able to float and find a spot.
We call that the campfire.
Yes.
All 6 players looking at it, but unable to get to it.
So Addison, the junior, back to serve here for the Eagles. Oh, just good serve over the net there, and Moore able to try to do a little tricky of her own, but here comes Isabel for the Eagles over to Hansen. Now Moore jumps to Ringo, and Ringo in the net. Yeah, if that would have been timed any different, Ringo had a good look and swing at it, and timeout is called by the Pirates.
It's funny, I just saw Deb trying to call the timeout, but the down ref has the earplugs in, so
Yeah.
she couldn't hear her. But eventually,
It's earplugs on earplugs because Deb's got earplugs.
she
in,
does.
too.
Yes, she does. Hey, that's smart.
Yeah.
That hearing, it's important.
Oh, absolutely.
Mine has gone downhill.
Well, that's only when Renee's talking.
Right. She told you?
Yeah, I read the report. Nick showed me. I have the same thing with Megan too, because then when I take my hearing test at work, it says I passed. So how do you explain that one?
How does that happen, man?
I don't know.
Seems to be maybe both parties as well.
Yes. So the student body putting a little Pirates. Wow, that looks like a failed attempt here.
What is happening?
They made it to the R.
Whoever's wearing the salmon shirt is really getting lambasted.
Bubba Quimby.
No, it was Trenton.
Trenton Johnson.
Trenton blew it, man. He leads all statistical categories except Shearmeister over there.
Except for spelling. It failed on the R, and here comes Addison for the Eagles. And now up to Hansen, now on the near side to Brzezinski. Addison! Oh, bailing him out there off of her left hand.
I'm going to replay this one because that almost hit a couple unsuspecting boys on Snapchat over there in the corner. Let's see, maybe see.
Good stuff, Brzezinski. Good serve there that time to Addison. She gets it up to Pecor. Now on the near side comes, good block there that time by Ringo. The freshman, Andrea Erickson, winding up for another big hit. We've seen that before, but Ringo with the block. Maybe kind of hit Andrea in the nose there a little bit. She seems to be okay. Now Pecor coming back to Andrea. Might have water in her eyes from that block there. Now more to Gronsky. Now on the far side to Schaefer. Schaefer floating it. Pecor coming back to Andrea.
Ooh.
And that is out. Deb was calling out before. I think Andrea even hit it that time. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here?
Yeah,
They're calling a tip?
That was touched, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Bear Danucci has a comment about you. Do you want to know what it is?
Oh, Danucci, ABC manager, yes.
ABC. Burton, don't need earplugs to listen to your magic.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. It might come in handy. You're not standing right next to him.
Right. But you see how that could go either positive or negative.
That's up to the.
You know what I
it's
mean?
like art. Like that was an artful comment by Bear.
Yeah, he's very colorful.
You know,
Danucci there.
how do you interpret that? I interpret it differently.
So yes.
Oh, does she have a little bloody nose or something?
No,
Nick?
she might there off the block. Andrea Erickson will come out.
She's smiling though.
And number 17, Jillian Fisher, will come in. She's heading to the medical tent here right now with Bear DiNucci's wife.
They're in the medical tent?
Yeah, they're just heading to the medical.
I didn't notice that. So was it blue, like on the sideline?
Yeah, well, it's purple because we're in Grantsburg here, you know.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. He says, I guess. He didn't like that one. But yeah, we're getting everything mopped up here, taken care of. Grantsburg is ready, and we're waiting.
Hey, well, Shannon Lewis Cox said, let's go Unity Eagles. And then Tennille Kamish Mo says, the announcers, LOL. I think that's directed towards you.
Wow, it's a, oh, wow. My goodness. That's a tough serve. It is a tough serve, and Pecor was actually shocked that she got it over.
Watch it again.
And Ringo, I mean, it just kind of rolled off her shoulders there. Pecor, another good serve there that time. No net needed. Moore hunting it down, not able to get it. Hits it out, and Unity is sitting in a prime spot here to take set 3.
Yeah, 23-14. They just lead at this point in the games so far.
Yes. Pecor back. Schaefer now up to Moore. Moore to Ringo. Ringo putting it down. Oh, Pecor got a piece of it, but Ringo was able to get the point here for Grantsburg.
So in the first meeting in Unity, I shouldn't say the first one, they actually played in a tournament earlier, but Grantsburg won 1 and 3, Unity won 2 and 4, and then Grantsburg won set number 5. So it's been the reverse here. Unity's won 1 and looking good here in set number 3. Grantsburg took set number 2. Oh. Nice.
Megan Gronsky able to hit it over to Addison. Addison can't believe she hit it into the bleachers there. She was checking her arms, making sure one wasn't bigger than the other. Now here back to Heilig, now up to Pecor on the near side to number 17 who come in for Andrea Erickson, Jillian Fisher. And she was able to sneak it down on the line there. So Eagles looking for set point in the third set here, and that'll be in the hands of the freshman. We mentioned her before, 31, Ella Johnson. Over to Brzezinski. Now to Moore. Moore to Olsen. Olsen has to hit it over. She does. Now, Pecor. Oh, good job there by Isabel and the Unity team to hit it over. Now here comes Ringo, the timing. I hear Ringo saying that was too high. The timing was off there. We have seen that on both sides, especially on the Grantsburg side. The timing off there. So Unity now up 2-1. We'll see if Grantsburg can recover here, Bob.
Yeah, no credit to Unity. They're taking it to Grantsburg. What was the score there? I got to write it down. 25. What Grantsburg?
25-15.
Oh, I have it here. I have it. It's literally right.
Where is it, Nick? Where is
25,
it?
It's right on. I've been keeping it 25-16, Jeremy.
Yeah. Well, so what is the updated version of the Brewer Diamondbacks game?
Let's take a look. See, not great. It is 4-3 still, top of 6th. Is that right? That game seems to be taking forever. Maybe we just go really fast here with volleyball. I'm going to just double check.
Wow, when you're having fun, we're just soaring our way through this here.
Yep, 4-3, top of the 6th.
Yeah, well, there you go. Like Bob mentioned before, the volleyball playoff schedule will be coming out October 8th. I think Bob had mentioned that. So we will be looking to see where the local teams rank and where they're going, who they're playing, see if they're going to get home games, away games.
Yeah, the volleyball bracket playoff seeding meeting is Sunday, October 8th, so that's this Sunday. And football, Mike got us, football playoff brackets released October 14th.
Okay.
So there you go. It's getting to be about that time of year, Jeremy.
Yeah. Fall time, we're going to go from 80-something and drop down into the fall weather. Like I said, we got, not to keep talking about, we got Parents' Night, too, this Friday.
That's right, Parents' Night.
Friday. So we get to walk on the field, touch the grass. So once again, Bob, our old stomping grounds down there.
Tell stories. We can tell our kids the stories, huh?
Oh, yes, I write, Swiss cakes fly, absolutely. You know what I'm saying, Nick.
You had a
Yeah.
different coach. I mean, we didn't have any Swiss cake. We had, so.
Actually, that to tell you real quick,
Yeah, tell me.
that ties in with volleyball,
Okay.
the Swiss cake. So the coach at the time was Keith Laney.
Yep.
And we were supposed to, when the mez was open, we were supposed to be up here lifting weights. And obviously, high school lad myself, the Grantsburg volleyball team, the girls in our grade were practicing. Well, at the time, not that I hammered on them a lot. It looks like I have now lately. But I was sitting up here eating Swiss cake rolls watching the girls volleyball practice instead of lifting weights. So, yeah, Coach Laney actually gave me a pair of gloves with Swiss cakes on them and basically said in case of emergency. But yeah, we just kind of developed a play, I write, Swiss cakes fly. Basically, I just streaked down the sideline.
Wait,
but yeah.
use a different word, okay?
See what he did there?
Just say something else. The visual is still burning in my brain.
Well, I wasn't this size back
No,
then.
well, still, you streaking anybody. I want anybody streaking.
All right, running as fast as I can down the sideline there. But yeah, many stories.
Many stories. So, well, how did the play end? I mean, did it work?
Oh yeah. I scored some touchdowns off of it
There you
and missed some passes along.
Who was your quarterback?
My junior year was Lucas Carey, and then senior year was Lyle Lozier.
Lozier.
Yeah, Lozier, yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, so it's just kind of one of those things when we go to watch football now, there's Lyle's son Dane, and there's, Brady out there playing. Yeah, you kind of have a little flashback.
And little Lyle.
Yes,
Lyle Jr.
Cookie. And here comes Heilig for the Eagle. Whoa, confusion is
doing there.
Yeah, confusion meter is high on Grantsburg, but here come the Eagles. And Madison Madison. I don't know if Grantsburg was even ready
That
there
was
that
crazy.
time.
I didn't even see so our libero's wearing white, or Grantsburg's libero's wearing white. Over by the line judge is wearing white. I didn't even see her there.
Oh, good strategy to blend in with the line judge. And here comes
We're playing hide and seek.
Yeah, here comes. Well, Halloween is coming, and now here comes. Here comes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Our commentary is as off filter as the game is right now.
Well, that's because we didn't get a drink of that Pepsi. That's what happened there.
Did you finally get them to sponsor? Actually, you know what? Burnix does sponsor, so we'll.
Oh,
say
well,
that.
we'll take that.
Yeah, Burnix sponsors.
All
They've been
right.
a long-time sponsor, both of We Are Unity and We Are Grantsburg.
Yeah, and back on track, Ava Matson, the serve here for the Eagles. Now jab with a big hit, but blocked by Madison Wilhelm, but it went out of bounds. And Megan Schaefer back to serve here for the Pirates. So Grantsburg needing this one to force a game 5 here. And now here comes Fuelgate. Now, Myers in the back corner. Yes. We don't need to repeat what we said earlier, but it is impressive to watch. The reading of the court there, that's for sure. So Grantsburg, I know it's early yet, but trying to build themselves a little breathing room here right out of the gate. And here comes Schaefer serving it back over to Raditz. Now Core has to get it to Fuelgate, and Fuelgate goes across the net. Now Myers coming to Olsen, and Olsen dropping it right there in front of Pecor and Wilhelm. Now Lewis trying to get the girls like, hey, we have spots, we have rotations, let's play it. We don't practice after school for nothing. And Schaefer trying to keep this going here for Grantsburg. Oh,
Good
Madison
serve.
backpedaling there.
Can she get that? Would have been about impossible.
If Raditz would have got that, we would have just shut the lights off right now
that
and
was
given it to Unity. Good hustle there, though.
Yeah, great hustle.
We've seen some teams just, when it goes back that far, just kind of sit there. But
Look how hard she worked, out of the camera's view.
right, now Schaefer, Madison passing up to Pecor, and here comes Addison. Now Olsen hitting it over to Raditz, and Pecor coming on the near side to Fuelgate, and Fuelgate to Schaefer. Schaefer with a good dig that time. Now here comes Przinski. Back to Fuelgate. Now Pecor is going to set it up to who? Madison. And Madison is blocked by Java Przinski. Fuelgate hitting it over. Gronsky bumping it up to Myers. Now here comes Java. Java will plinkle the Price is Right down in front of the Eagle players.
I want to see that again. I thought it had come back, that no Unity player had touched it, but tough to tell on the replay. I didn't think it had gotten over the net.
Right. Schaefer to Raditz. Now Pecor. Who is she going to give it to? Fugate. Fugate pushes it across at Gronsky. Now Myers far side. Brzezinski. And Brzezinski off balance on the hit and clearly showed because it went out of bounds. So Grantsburg, I mean, it's early, but 6-2. They can get a stop here now.
Oh, yeah, that's do or die for Grantsburg now.
Right, and here comes Wilhelm into the net, so she bails him out there that time, and we will see a rotation where Kira Kamish will come in for Madison Wilhelm there. Yeah, I mean, that's tough as a player, you know, big games like this, good teams in the net now. And here comes Hansen, good serve there that time to Raditz. Now Pecor on the far side to Addison, and Addison, big hit. Big hit and said, want some, get some. I'm taking it right to the line, Judge Chadwick, because she's going to call it in, and she does. Yeah, Grantsburg can't get rattled by that. I mean, look at the faces, Bob and Nick. They to me, they look down. They can't be like that right now. We got to fire back here. Schaefer now to Myers. Myers floating it over. Raditz gets a piece of it. McCore now coming on the near side to the freshman. Bloody nose or not, she's back in. Now Myers, who wants it? You want it or not? Does anybody want it? Sorry, folks.
Get us some Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, okay.
I got you.
Yeah,
I saw it.
It's good. It was a nice day today. Here comes the freshman hitting over to Brzezinski. Now Myers setting it up to Brzezinski. Kind of a back hit there. She's able to get it over. Pecor going far side to Addison. Little floaties. Who's got their floaties on? Schaefer able to get it over the Pirates. Cleaning up some slop. Now here comes Addison, blocked that time, keeping it going. You don't even have to look at the net when you hit it. Here comes Gronsky, now to the freshman, Andrea, now to Pecor, now back to Addison, Myers, now to Java. It's just back and forth here. Who's going to just have enough steam to finish this off? And it's Unity Pecor, who is usually doing the setting everybody up, says, you know what, I'm going to see what it's going to be like when I hit it. And she does just that and gets the point here for Grantsburg.
Well, I was really
Unity,
impressed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Sydney Gronsky on that one. She made several good plays, different types of plays in that point, but Unity with a nice finish.
Yes, and Grantsburg hitting it over, and now Pecor setting it up to Andrea. Schaefer digging it up, and Myers chasing it down. Here comes Gronsky. Bob mentioned, good hit by the senior.
Yeah, she's coming out to play here in set number 4.
Yes, Gronsky, good hit there that time off of Unity player there that time. And Unity is going to get Heilig back in, and we will see Myers and Java come out, where Ringo and Moore will come in this rotation. And Grantsburg, a little breathing room here. I know it's early yet in set 4, and here comes Moore. Good serve there that time. Oh, thought Unity was going to get it. They don't. They hit it out of bounds. Grantsburg just needs to focus on each serve here. Don't get a little bit of a lead and then get laxed here. Now, coming over is the freshman, Andrea, and here comes Brzezinski, setting it far to Gronsky, who had a big hit there. Oh, there's a meatball!
Oh, nope. They're going to call...
They want the net.
Yep.
Yep, they want...
Grantsburg was in the net.
Yep, Deb's up on her feet.
I thought I saw that as well.
Yeah, it looked netty to me here, Bob. It did look netty to me. There was a lot of rattling of the net there.
A lot of rattling.
It was clearly from Ruby Ringo.
They just couldn't quite avoid it there.
No, I think when you get it served up like that and big hitters like that, they almost get too aggressive with it.
Yeah, got to be patient on that.
And Addison will be back to serve here for the Eagles. Fires one.
Oh,
I heard somebody call out. I looked at Nick and checked the out meter, and it was maxed again. But
that's
Jordan,
a few times Grantsburg's had that happen. If you got to just kind of have better court awareness there.
Yeah, and I heard maybe it was Deb. Maybe I heard
a cacophony of outs.
Yeah. And Addison will keep this going here for the Eagles to Gronsky. Now chasing it down is Moore. Coming on the near side is Brzezinski. Blocked that time, but Eagles able to recover by number 8 there. Kamish. And yeah, it's out of bounds there that time. I think Eagle fans, it was tipped there.
Yeah, I think it was blocked
All
out
right.
of bounds. Let's see if I can get the very end of it.
Okay.
It was a little late.
All right, here comes Addison hitting it over to Hansen. Hansen now to Moore jump, setting it to Ringel. Ringel over to Andrea. Now here comes Bakor. A little punch. You want to go backyard alley punch here by Olsen. And now Ringel with the big hit to number 8, Kamish. I know Ruby was in the net rolling around earlier, but I will say that for Ringel, she's had the solid hits here tonight.
Yeah, you got to kind of just take that once in a while. The big hitters will go in the net, and you just got to live with that.
Right, now Pecor coming on the near side to Andrea. Pecor, who has been a great setter tonight, that wasn't one of her best sets, but Andrea Erickson able to make that work, left-handed.
You know, not bad for a bump set either. Those are harder to control, so.
All right, here comes Pecor. Oh, barely grazes the net. Now setting it up for Schaefer. I mentioned it before. She finally got what she needed. She got the set she wanted, and what happened? The ball meets the floor. That's what happens when Grantsburg plays her game and actually has a good set. Bump set spike. They don't say that anymore, but I'm going with it, bringing it back in the 90s. Here comes Gronsky. Now, this could be the move Grantsburg needs here to get something going. Addison got some men's shoes there, landed in front of her. Now the senior, Sydney Gronsky, will keep this going here for Grantsburg. They're got a little pulse of breathing room here for the lead. She fires it back over. Now up to Pecor. Now in the middle to Olsen. Olsen with the ninja kick, left-handed hit, but it's still going. Who wants it? Oh. Yep, the ninja kick from Olsen. They did not see it happen there. And it will go back on this side to Heilig, and she will get that run and start jump serve that she does. Fires it over. Now Schaefer to Moore, coming back to Ringel. Ringel putting it down to Pecor. Good dig out that time. Set up there. Now to right there. Pecor cannot get her hands on it, and Grantsburg gets it back. They've had that slim 3-point lead here, Bob, this whole match, this whole set.
Good rally there for Ruby. Ever since she went in the net the one time, she played really well. Got a nice block there, led to a point.
Absolutely, and here comes Myers firing it over for Grantsburg. Off of Addison's hands.
That might have been out, but it was going so fast. That
and Addison needs a towel. She got hands a little wet there. Like I said, if Grantsburg just trying to keep it together here. They got a slim lead. Myers firing it back over, back to Addison. Now Pecor setting it up far side to Madison. And the Eagles will get it back. And Madison is fired up, and rightfully so. She's able to power it off of Java's arms there and out of bounds. And number 14, Ava Matson, will come back in to serve here for the Eagles.
Yeah, Matson about a 90% server here that gets this one in.
Right, now Myers setting it up in the middle to Schaefer. Schaefer floats a good job by Heilig that time to come flying across. Olsen gets Pecor on her feet. Now Madison hits it over. She does. Now Myers floating it up to Piper, to Java. Java with the big hit, and it is off of number 12, Jocelyn Fugate's arms, and it falls on Unity's side. So back to Grantsburg, where we will see senior Madison, Madison, how you doing? Megan Schaefer hit it over. Good serve to Madison Wilhelm. Pecor coming on the near side to Fugate. Fugate, it was tipped. Oh, it was tipped at the line, causing Schaefer to get off balance that time. Here we go. Back and forth, back and forth. Madison Wilhelm back to serve here for the Pirates.
2-1. Grantsburg needs this one in order to force game 5.
Yes, Madison, good serve to Przinski, straight up. Now Myers back to Przinski. They got to get it over. They does. Now Madison up to Pecor. Who does Pecor want to give it to? Fugate. Fugate is blocked, and Heilig hit it out. Good block there that time by the Pirates. And some of the Unity players, like I see number 12, Jocelyn Fugate, kind of, looking at Lewis like, well, what do I do there?
Right.
Here's Hansen to Raditz, up to Pecor. Pecor coming back to Fugate. And Fugate, Hansen able to dig it out. Now Gronsky, who's hitting it over. It's a couple players that time. Did anybody call it? No. Now Fugate on the far side to Addison. Addison, like she does, she's like, you want to know something? I like that far line. That far line is working for me, and I'm going to keep doing it. So now, substitution. Who's coming in? Was Lewis coming in that time? Did you see
Lewis
that?
is going to play.
Yeah, Lewis grabbed a Unity player. Almost looked like he wanted into the game. I mean, when you got the Air Jordan tattoo.
I know he's got the Jumpman tattoo.
Yes.
On the calf.
Here we go. The freshman for Unity hitting it over. Ella Johnson. Now here come the Pirates. Java floating it over. Pecor getting it. We got to get it over Unity. They do. And now Hansen up to Myers. Myers, court awareness, but Addison that time able to dig it out. Now here comes a big hit from the freshman, the southpaw, Andrea Erickson.
The block just a little bit late there for the Pirates. Good job on the net.
Boy, she's going to be stellar to watch here in the years to come because she's putting on a show here tonight. Now here comes Gronsky, floats it. Good recovery that time by Pecor. Now Pecor is going to hit it over. Yes. Yes, I see you, you see me, nobody moves. It hits the floor. That's how this works in volleyball. Grantsburg clinging to a 1-point lead, but it is in the hands, and we will call a timeout. Deb actually walked to the, to
She's
be
got
like
that, the
plugs.
Earplugs in, yeah.
Yes, ear pucks, plugs, whatever. We got to be able to communicate. So Deb needing a timeout there. Grantsburg, like Bob mentioned, we're going to try the Pirates again here.
Trenton succeeded.
Yes, we got an A, we got a T. Caleb with the E. Brock Matheny with the S. All right.
They did it.
Second time's a charm here for the student body.
Trenton is the happiest man on earth. He just missed a double high five with Jaden, but he doesn't care.
He's like, Mama, I did an R. I did it. All right. So, yes, Grantsburg needing this set here, this match, to force a game 5, like Bob mentioned. Right now, we're seeing Unity start to rally just a little bit. Just a little bit here. Deb calling a wise timeout to calm the Pirates down.
Still 4-3 Diamondbacks in the 7th.
Oh, my goodness. And here goes Ella Johnson over. Now Myers to Java. Java hits it over. Now looking to get it. Pecor does. Unity off kilter there. Can Grantsburg get something going from it? Gronsky!
What a set.
Gronsky said, do you want some of this? Yes, let's take
Did
this.
she sound like the Macho Man?
Wow, I'm telling you, the faces on some of these girls, yes. When they see that ball set perfectly right to them, they know good things could happen here. Oh, my gosh, cream of the crop. Watch some Macho Man Randy Savage. The cream of the crop. Oh, Mean Gene Okerlund, good stuff.
You're bringing me back, man.
We are, yes, and bringing it back for the Pirates will be Moore, serving it over to number 8, Kamish. Oh, blocked there that time by Gronsky and Ringo.
Grantsburg's block game has been very good. It's kept them in the match.
Yes, it has. The out of bounds have settled down here a little bit. Grantsburg, hopefully I wasn't jinxing it.
Close.
Kamish to Pecor. Now Andrea to Hansen. Moore chasing it down. Schaefer's going to take it from the 10-footer and gets it off of Raditz's hands, but not. Oh! I think there was confusion on. Heilig was basically like, move out of the way. I need some breathing room here. The Unity girls were like baby eagles in a nest around Heilig that time there. She could not hit it over. And Grantsburg now matched up with their largest lead of this set, which is 4 points.
Well, you kind of just think about what might have been, because the Pirates had an 18-9 lead in set number 1. Unity came back and won that one 25-23. Then Grantsburg did win set number 2, 25-21. Unity came back and won at set number 3, 25-16. That's going to potentially be the biggest win points-wise here tonight. I guess Grantsburg has a chance to run the table here, but interesting how that's kind of been symmetrical here in this one and in the last one. Not saying that this one's over by any means, but Grantsburg's 6 away from victory and Unity 4 away from Grantsburg.
So we'll see coming out of the timeout. Like I said, Lewis all in on the Unity volleyball. See how he can get the girls to rally here. As Moore hits it over the net here for the Pirates to Raditz. That's a meat. No net Ruby checked for the man on the ladder. She didn't wind up and crank that one up there. She said, I'm going to take half a meatball and able to get the point here for the Pirates. And here comes Moore. Back over to Radich. Radich on her backpedaling, but to Pecora. Here comes the freshman. Blocked, but Moore able to recover. Now Przinski setting it up to Ringo. Ringo wanted it that time, but Unity able to be right there. Another block. Can they keep it going?
Wow.
Yep. Pirates, Hansen hits it over, now to Heilig, now to Pecora. Pecora coming on the far side to Addison, blocked that time. Oh, out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it hit the antenna on the block by Grantsburg, but high energy, good volleyball here. The volleyball's getting better as we get along in this match.
Yes, I'd absolutely agree with you on that one there, Bob. Addison back to serve here for the Eagles. Good block that time by Grantsburg, but like I said, hit the post, and that's an automatic out. Hansen kind of scared Bob there. Oh.
I think that one was out too.
Yeah, I heard Ringo say that time there, she just needs to get it over. I mean, nobody needs to be on WIA Volleyball's top 10 of the night. I mean, we got to get it over the net here. 2017, Grantsburg hanging on.
Big point.
Yes. Addison over to Gronsky. Now Moore, who she's setting it to, coming on the near side of Przinski. Oh, Addison kind of flat-tired it, but now Pecora hits it over. She does. Hansen coming in for the dig. Now Moore, who's she giving it to? Ringo. Ringo hits it over and hits it in.
That was a heck of a point.
You know, and Ringo did not wind up and crank on that like she did before. I think when I've noticed, not that I watch a lot here, but when they get powerful hits like that, you see these sophomores, Piper and Ringo, they want to just smash the ball. Przinski with the hit over to Heilig. Now hunting it down is Pecora. Now coming on the near side is Andrea, and Andrea will go out. How a Grantsburg player didn't want to hit that one that time.
That was good court awareness there, but I think it was Przinski who let that one go. And it was
and you commented earlier how well she's been playing, and she's at the serve and helm here for Grantsburg. Oh my gosh! Oh my God! I'm climbing on the wall here, and Przinski now up to Schaefer.
Wow.
Schaefer hits it to Addison. Pecora hunting it down. Now everybody needs to regroup and calm down, even the commentators. Here comes Moore jumping it up to Gronsky, and Gronsky able to get it dug out there by Addison. And here comes Andrea Hansen now bumping it back up to Moore. Moore on the near side to Gronsky, back to Addison. Addison looks a little skittish back there, Bob, I'm not going to lie. But here comes Andrea, and that is out.
Wow. Good call, Jeremy. Boy, I've been really impressed with Sydney here in the last couple of games. She's been playing her heart out.
Absolutely. Sydney Gronsky. Now Przinski to Heilig. Now up to Pecora. Pecora trying to float it over, but Gronsky, Bob just mentioned her name. There she is right there. Now here comes Schaefer.
A little long.
Just a bit outside.
Grantsburg got that nice lead. I think it was, 2017. Grantsburg got that point to 21. I thought that was a big point. Now they have a 5-point lead with 2 to go.
Yes, and Pecora at the helm here for the Eagles to serve it. She'll do a little, nice serve there.
Wow, good serve.
Good serve there by Pecora. Gabriella Pecora, the junior, with a good serve there that time off of Hansen's arms over to the bench. 23-19. Can Grantsburg get this back? Pecora's going to try to say otherwise. Hansen now up to Moore. Moore far side to Schaefer. Schaefer off of Heilig. Pecora backpedaling. Now sets it up to Andrea. Angie!
Wow, good spot.
Yeah, Andrea finding the spot.
Oh, Deb's
now Deb coming to make a facial-to-facial timeout move. Wise on her part because Unity's starting to build. See, they're starting to fly off the ground beautifully here these last couple serves. Yeah.
Oh, you did the baby Eagles a little bit ago.
No,
now you're doing the fly. You're just
Well, I did that with Frederick the other night, but it was both sides. You know,
well, both of them kind of use ships.
Yeah,
and
rolling
like
their way
not
in.
Exactly like upstanding citizens.
I know what.
But Grantsburg needs this one to go to set number 5. They got a 3-point lead, but Unity charging. Grantsburg's used the timeout to kind of ice the kicker, ice the server previously, and it's worked. So we'll see if Pecora can come out and get one in.
And what about the solid play of freshman Andrea Erickson?
Yeah, really
I mean, you Unity fans, gonna be special to watch years to come. I mean, she's playing like she's been, on varsity for 4 years, kind of like Sydney Gronsky on the other side. So, like Bob said, let's see if the timeout worked. Pecora back to serve here for the Eagles. She's a good server. Schaefer digging it up to Moore. Now back to Schaefer, kind of hitting it inside the 10-foot line to Heilig. Now here comes Pecor, near side to that freshman we talked about. Brzezinski digging it out. Moore chasing it. Near side, Schaefer. Oh, Addison bumping it. Now Pecor to Andrea, a little floater. Who wants it? Gronsky hits it back to Hansen. Now Schaefer hitting it over. Back to Addison. Pecor, far side to Madison. Oh, Schaefer. Yeah, Gronsky popping it up with her left hand. Ruby not able to get on her horse and hunt it down here, 23-21. We're shifting to the Unity side here. Schaefer digging it now more. We just got to hit it over Do. Gronsky does. Now Heilig. Oh, good pass up to Pecor. And oh, my goodness. Hansen. Now Pecor, near side to Andrea. Andrea with the big kick. We talked about it before. Boom, I'm coming down, freshman or not. I'm wearing number 1 on my jersey for a reason, because why? I'm a huge hitter tonight. Oh, my goodness.
I wish we had 2 other cameras, one to put on you, Jeremy, and one to put on Louis Coletti right now. Here we go.
Oh, this is it. Pecor now to Brzezinski, up to Moore. Now near side to Gronsky, who is blocked. She's able to dig it out more. Now wants it to Ringel. Ringel blocked!
Still alive.
Able to keep it going. They recovered beautifully. Now Pecor back to ninja kicker Olsen. Now hit it over. Here comes Moore. Far side to Schaefer. Schaefer blocked. Oh, yes! Everybody is blocked. Block, 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 block. And then clearly I'm going to give that one to number 37, Isabel Olsen, who did not quit, did not back down. She did the blocking. She was blocked back and forth. She's a ninja kicker. The glasses throw me off. 23-all.
It was 23-17. 6 in a row for Unity.
Pecor. Now,
oh no. Annika Lee had just come back into the game for Sayla Brzezinski, and now Sayla's going to come back in for Annika with match points here for Unity. What a comeback for the Eagles.
Yes, you can hear Lewis down there saying stick and move. I don't know if that's what he's saying, but it's in the hands of Pecor. Now to Brzezinski, pops it up to Moore. Moore now over to Schaefer. Schaefer floating it to Heilig. Now back to Pecor. Pecor to the freshman and off the hands of the Pirates, and the Unity Eagles victorious, soaring their way up to Grantsburg to take the W. 3-1.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I was already jumping to the 5th game.
Grantsburg had a 18-9 lead in the first set, a 23-17 lead in the 4th set. Just could not stop Unity Eagles. Grantsburg's blocking game was great. Unity hardly ever had a clean hit, but they just out-scrambled, out-hustled, and just got that victory. How did they pull that one off? It should have been Grantsburg's. Unity wipes them out in 4 sets. So the 2 teams split the season series. Wow.
Yes, both 5-2 in the conference right now. Webster Tigers, I believe, still undefeated in the conference, which Grantsburg will go to Webster there, but huge victory. You could see the relief on Lewis. I mean, a heck of a match on both sides. You know, we talked about it through Bob mentioned it, and he hit the nail on the head. Both teams got better as it went, but Unity able to scrap in the set 4 to come back being down 5-6 points. My goodness, good serving there by Pecor. And the block party we had there, you know, between Java and Ringo and then Olsen. Yeah. Well, like we said, Unity's going to celebrate that one. That one feels good for them.
Wow.
Grantsburg.
Let's listen to their song here. Give them their props.
Absolutely. Nice job by them. Bob mentioned that Grantsburg staying home here this week. They will host Luck here on Thursday. I will be in Frederick Frederick versus Siren. I'm not sure who Unity plays this Thursday.
I can tell you that real quick. I'll look it up.
But yeah, we
I'll
will
have the game here, the Luck Grantsburg game.
And we're going to get ourselves a selfie there, Nick.
With who? You're
Well,
getting a selfie?
No,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
yeah.
Well, for the second time, a rival has come in here and beaten Grantsburg. First it was Webster, now it's Unity. Tough situation for the Pirates to see the opponent celebrating on your home court, and that basically takes Grantsburg out of the running for the conference championship.
Yep.
Unity plays Webster next, and that is in Webster, so you're going to have to figure out what their live streaming situation is. We'll try to link to something there in Webster, but that is on Thursday. So that's a huge one. And then they've got a tournament on Saturday, Unity does. And then they close out the following week with Frederick and Luck.
Yeah, good stuff here. You know, folks, as a sports fan, it was fun to watch on both sides. You know, obviously as a Grantsburg, you know,
alumni,
yeah,
resident,
you're just, you're like,
yeah.
But those of you that tuned in on the We Are, whether you're a Unity fan or a Grantsburg fan, we really appreciate you guys tuning in and kind of putting up with Bob and I. I mean, we brought Macho Man Randy Savage into the mix, you know. I mean, yeah, talking about football, huge football game this Friday for the Grantsburg Pirates going up against Hurley. But yeah, tough loss here for Grantsburg. Great win for Unity. Whichever side you're on, it was a good match to watch. And myself, Jeremy Burton, want to thank Nick and Bob once again for allowing me up to the mezz and having a fun night here on a Tuesday night. And like I said, we'll try to bring some of that energy to Frederick on Thursday against when Frederick Vikings host the Dragons. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and thank you too.
Of course.
And hope everybody drives home safe tonight and enjoys the cooler weather coming.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeremy. You do a fantastic job. Almost all of the comments were positive towards you. I'm just kidding. They're all positive towards you. You're a hoot. You do a great job, Frederick. You know, you generally do Frederick volleyball, and they love you down there too. So thank you for being a big part of We Are Frederick and the We Are Network. Thanks to Nick as well, as you said so nicely. Unity is hosting Ladysmith, or is it hosting? Yeah, hosting. No, they're going to Ladysmith on Friday. So
okay.
Good luck to the Eagles. That's another big Lakeland conference game. So, yeah, that should do it. You got anything else there, Jeremy?
No, like I said, I just want to thank everybody tuning in. And, you know, this Thursday we got a lot of good matchups coming up again, whether you want to tune in. The Unity and Webster game is going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one to watch. So you guys are tuning into that. Don't be, check in with Bob here in Grantsburg and check in with Frederick down there. So, yeah, just want to thank everyone and, appreciate Bob letting me do this, whether it's in Grantsburg, Frederick. Just send me wherever, Bob. I love doing it. So thank you to everyone, and thank you for tuning in, and have a good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.